entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career. And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Dellavedova, the pass to Fry. Here's Jefferson, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Second free throw, no good. Well, you look back in the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Shumpert gets a wide-open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots. And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. 1:56 left in the third. Thompson dishes to Dellavedova. The teardrop falls in. Dellavedova's got his second basket.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses. And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Love with the buckets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games.
Wow. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Back to Love. Smith with a wide open look. That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's 8 points for J.R. Smith. Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Love with a wide open look. They get the rebound.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the second free throw, good. Thunder trailing by 17. And Westbrook, here we go. LeBron against Durant. Four seconds left. 3 seconds left. Oh, and the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 15. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Here's Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ibaka's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. Here's Irving. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Kicks it to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. No good from Fry.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here's Durant.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
But they get it back. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
Thunder ball.
Thunder trailing by 13. The pass to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Fry.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Dellavedova. And the layup falls. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
With the pass.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
James with it, guarded now by Durant. And the dunk by James.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
And Kanter throws it down.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
they can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Irving kicks to Smith. Sinks the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Here's Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. In the corner, Smith with it. And they will call over the back on the play.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 11. There's 1:17 left in the game. Andy Foy, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And he makes both free throws. Cleveland leading by 10. Jefferson with the three. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Cavaliers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for them in the end.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Fry. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First one falls for him. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And both free throws good for Jefferson.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in it.